So, it is officially the month that the PS5 releases. Let's have a look at what games you can get on day one of launch. Now, before we start, of course, it is a giveaway. We've been advertising this for the last month or so. All you have to do, guys, is subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and retweet the tweet that is in my description below. Once you've done those three things, you will enter for an FM21 giveaway. We're trying to give it away by the time the beta launches, so you can download it in time for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get on with it. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Like I said in the intro, it's finally November, which means one thing: the PS5 is finally launching. Let's have a discussion of what games you can expect to come out on day one in America and in UK. There's different release dates for the PS5 console. Also, a couple of games have been delayed. Let's have a look though at the first games that are coming out this month. So, the first game out we're going to talk about on launch day is Demon's Souls. Obviously, by the creators of Dark Souls, that sort of genre. It's one of those that if you like that style of games, you absolutely love, and it's a must pick up for this console. However, if you're not massively into this sort of franchise or this style of game, if it's too hard for you or other things like that, then it's definitely probably not on your choice. I would recommend trying it out though. I do like the Dark Souls franchise and the other games, very similar to that, Bloodborne. However, I feel like this one on a new console will be very, very good to play. Next up, we've got Spider-Man Miles Morales. Obviously, the Spider-Man launch on PS4 was a very successful game. This one here is pretty much a sequel, I'd say, with a new Spider-Man character, Miles Morales. Now, if you do buy the Ultimate Edition, I think that you get the original game as a remaster on the PS5, or you can just buy the normal version of the game and be able to pay extra for the prequel. But it's definitely one that I'm looking forward to. There are a couple of games we'll discuss at the end which are my day one launch go-tos, as a couple of games I was going to pick up have been delayed, but Spider-Man is definitely on that list. Next up, we have Sac Boy: Big Adventure. Obviously, the Little Big Planet franchise is huge. It's one of the unique selling points of PlayStation in general. PS3, PS4, and PS5 now. It's launched on all three generations, but it's pretty much a 3D platformer rather than a sandbox sort of game, I'd say. It does seem more about a character rather than the whole world of Little Big Planet. It does seem quite interesting. If you have a kid or a younger person playing the PS5, I would pick it up. However, for me, I've sort of changed in the last few years since I last played it on PS3 and PS4. I'm not a fan favourite of it. It looks like one of them games that you might play for a while, and then when it's free on PS Plus in the future, maybe look to play it then. However, I'm not sure I want to pay the full price tag for a game like that, which is a 3D platformer. It is a unique one. There's not many other of its genre on the PS5 set to be launched or launching on launch day. However, I feel like it does look quite good, but I'm not sure it's for me. Next up, we have Godfall. It's a brand new IP. It's a fantasy world published by Gearbox, which develops the Borderlands series. Basically, it's an action RPG, I'm pretty sure, and you are one of the last members of the Elite Knights Order. There's not much to know about this game, really. There hasn't been too much details, but it is set for day one launch. Have to see more about it. There is some gameplay out at the moment. However, I'll probably look at reviews and other stuff like that before I do make a purchase there. Also, we have Bugsnax, which is really, really strange. I remember seeing this on the PS5 launch event, and it was a very, very, very interesting game. It looks very similar to Octodad. I'm not sure if it's the same company that makes it. I feel like it might be. So it's pretty much just a quirky sort of fun game there. I'm not sure how much it will cost. I have no ideas and prices, but it's interesting. But it is a launch title, so I've got to keep it in this video. Next up, we have Astros Playroom. I'm pretty sure it's one that's already in the console when you buy it. It's a pre-downloaded game, similar to the Playroom. Basically, you have no payment to make. It's free in the game already, free in the console, and it's just pretty much to show you what the PS5 can do and what sort of hardware there is about and how that interacts with the games you're going to play, pretty much. It's a nice little demo sort of game. Not really one much to think about. It's in the game already. Next up, now, originally, this was meant to be a launch title. We're going to talk about it now. Destruction All-Stars has been delayed. I think it's coming out in February as a free PS Plus game. It was meant to be on launch. There was a bit of controversy of no gameplay at the time of what this game would look like. A £70 or $70 title with no gameplay seemed to be destined for failure. It is a brand new IP, I'm pretty sure, but it is meant to be coming out in February now as a free-to-play, well, if you're a PS Plus member, a free download. It does look quite an interesting game. It's one of them which is destined for a PlayStation Plus title. So overall, I'll give it a go when it comes out, but it's not available on launch. Next up, we have the Pathless, which is a I think it's sort of an indie game. I haven't seen much about it, but that is there. Not too much to talk about for me. I'm going to skip over that one if you haven't really seen much of it, or I haven't seen much of it. Next up, a game that I'm very looking forward to. We have got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, it's 873 AD. It's a Viking expansion or Viking title of Assassin's Creed, a very successful franchise. It does launch earlier. It launches on PS4 and Xbox One. However, obviously it's out on day one launch of PS5 and the Xbox Series X, as it's out before the console even launches. I'm looking forward to playing it. This and SpiderMan, and one later on I'll talk about later, are my go-to day one releases. This game here, I think I'm looking forward to a lot. A next-gen console, a next-gen game, good graphics, good storyline. I'm hoping. I do like the Viking sort of era. So for me, Assassin's Creed, definitely a must-pick. Coming up next, we have the NBA 2K21. I'm pretty sure if you get the Mamba edition, I think you get a free upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5. However, I think you cost an extra $10 if you have not got that special edition, which is a bit of a con, a slight con. However, I think they made 2K this year on the PS5 engine and made it worse for the PS4. So this year's edition will be very, very good in the PS5, and I think it looks really good. Not sure I'll pick it up though. It is a bit of a con, like I say, to pay £10 extra just to get an upgrade for the game. It's better than buying the whole game itself, but a free upgrade wouldn't have been amiss, would it? Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition is up next. It pretty much is the remake of a 29 game, but a Special Edition adds a few technical improvements, other editions like that. But overall, not one for me. I'm not a massive fan of this genre. I've never played Devil May Cry. Not a massive fan of the franchise. However, it is basically on the launch day. Special Edition, so 29 version, remastered for PS5. Looks pretty good. Graphics look good as every game does nowadays in the PS5. Borderlands 3 is coming to the PS5 and Xbox Series X on launch day. Basically, it's the PS4 version, but a 4K resolution, 60 FPS, which is very, very nice. I'll be tempted to get it. It's not my go-to launch day games, unlike Assassin's Creed and SpiderMan, but I'll give it a go at some stage for sure. Next up, we have Fortnite, the free-to-play game that has taken over the world. Obviously coming on PS5 and Xbox Series X on day one. It'll be optimised for next-gen consoles, which will be really, really nice to see. Unreal Engine 4 as well. It does look very, very good graphics-wise, but I think we're kind of all past the Fortnite stage, aren't we, really? I'm not sure I'm massively for it. Destiny 2 is getting a free copy. If you own it on PS4, you get it on PS5. That is out on launch day. Observer System Redux. I think it's a 2017 game. However, they are remastering it for the PS5 and Xbox Series X. It does seem like it's a big theme here. A lot of companies are remastering their games to be launch days on PS5. And we have here Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Isn't really a launch game as it comes out before the release. Oh no, it comes out after, the US release, but it comes out before the UK release. So technically it is a launch day. It's out November the 13th. But I want to see how this does. I think the Warzone mode will be very interesting to play. I think it's a free version of it. However, the game itself, Cold War, I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of it. I can't lie. I'm not sure I'll pick it up. My go-to games for sure are definitely Assassin's Creed and SpiderMan for 100%. 100%. Next up, we have Dirt 5, looking good for the PS5 launch. It's an upgrade from PS4 to PS5, a free upgrade. Very nice of the company to do so. It does look good. It supports 120 frames per second, super fast loading, and a lot more features for the PS5. I'm looking forward to giving it a go. This is one of them games where I'm looking to see if it gets discounted, then pick it up. A lot of the games this year are $70 or £70, which is a lot of money for a game. I'm just not sure I'm willing to pay for half of these titles on a full price. That's my only issue here. Next up, we have Overcooked. I think it is the remastered of the PS5 version. I'm not sure if you get it for free. I'm not sure they've said about it yet. But it's a 4K 60 frames per second version. Some brand new accessibility options as well. So it's quite a fun game. If you've got a family, a couple more controllers, give it a go, guys. I definitely recommend Overcooked. A very, very fun game. I still don't know if it's a free version if you have the PS4 edition or not. Planet Coaster Console Edition. Now, to be honest with you, this is more of a PC game. I feel like it might be a PC port. I'm not entirely sure. But it's not one for me. It's pretty much a laid-back Planet Coaster game. There's not much else to say about it, really. That is pretty much what the game is. And finally, on these PS5 launch days, my go-to game of launch is Watch Dogs Legions. I am looking forward to it massively. I don't know why. Set in London, home country, why not give it a go? It does look really good. I think one of them games where you can pick any character in the world and take them over as your own. So it does seem quite interesting as to how it'll work. It's a sandbox adaptation of Neo Future London. Gonna give it a go. The three games to go to for me are Valhalla, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs Legions, and SpiderMan. Now, of course, usually I'll pick FIFA 21 up. However, that has been delayed until December unfortunately, Classic EA, they've delayed Madden and FIFA, and I think a couple other releases as well until later on in the year. I'm not sure it's to do with stock of the PS5 or whether they're not ready for next-gen consoles. I have no idea. They've not said why. But those are my 3 games. Unfortunately, FIFA is not out yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see some more PS5 content, leave a comment below what you want to see. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you are new around here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all next time.